Good evening, everyone. This is Kylie Ying from Minnesota. Just want to introduce myself a bit. I know some of you have been following, but probably some of you are new viewers. I'm glad and I welcome you to my episodes here of like trying to understand the process of being a healer. So I'm thankful that you guys are here. Thank you so much for following, for the ones that have, and for the positive feedback that I've gotten in the last few weeks. Thank you so much. Okay. A little intro for the new viewers. I'm just kind of following the agenda here. I have been a psychic medium and shaman for the last 7 years. I do want to thank you guys for the ones that have been following that message me directly on Facebook, and I kind of go from there. Okay. All right, so there's certain topics that I'm gonna touch base on tonight, and forgive me if it's a little bit late. I wanted to do this recording while my husband was here, and so it says here, my topic: what have you learned from your master that made you see better view of life, and that it activates your journey? So for the new rising shamans, I don't know if anyone has touched base on this before, but I want to tell you what activated my journey and what made me feel like I'm connected to my mentor and my master. It is the purity, the dedication, and the ongoing response that they give me. It's either at 1 and 2, 3, 4 in the morning, I call them and they're there for me. That has helped me, brought me to this point. And both of the masters that has really truly helped me, one thing I've learned from them is the ongoing support. Okay, there's an ongoing support that no one else can weigh out that loyalty that I have towards them, because they work hand in hand. They understand that I need to advance. They understand that I need to not hinder myself and go forth. And my second master, Nilumbe Huo no Yingcha, okay, he has taught me so much that has activated my spiritual path. I don't know about you guys, and I don't know what you guys are. Everybody has their own different experiences, but with my experience with my second master, I see the humility that he has portrayed to his clients and his students, and he is so accurate on what he does, and he is so bounded by his purity because he takes full volunteer work of his time. And I think that resonates with me because, yes, this journey, if you are a rising star, I call it a rising star. Okay, I'm sorry. If you're a rising star, a rising shaman, a rising healer, a rising whatever you are, if you think that you know, we have so much to learn. Okay, we're only embodied by our body and our soul. The spirit guides that we have has to merge through us. They have to know our purity for them to give their strength and ability to us. We may have made a contract with them before we were born, but what if our divine self as a human is so greedy, so selfish, so stubborn, so captivated by religion, captivated by status, that we forget what we are here for? So my master, my second master, Noyingna, he has taught me to come back into my real divine self, that you don't have to charge anyone for specific things, and you don't have to charge for your time, charge for your items, charge for your the things that you can do for others. If you have something that can help someone, you got to help with them with your heart. And I think throughout my path, I've been so lost because you have all this ability, right? You have all this knowing, you have all this senses, but it truly does matter on someone that directs you in the path that doesn't have to shield you from your true self. What if your true self is all about helping people and there's no price? What if your true self is there's no gain in life, but there's a gain in the spiritual realm, right? What if your spiritual form to that person is just a little bitty person, but what if your itty bitty person is more higher than your mentor, your master, and they're teaching you to be something in the human realm that is working for more materialistic things? You have to take a step back and realize that you may be lost in your journey. You may hinder yourself from your path if you keep going through this materialistic human life. Because what if your divine self, your soul, and your being is not the materialistic type? What if you need to do what you need to do here to survive as a human? But what if your duty as a spiritual healer is to do what doesn't make you survive? You know what I'm saying? So this is the topics that I'll be brushing up on tonight. It's going to be a little bit more extensive tonight. I wanted to make it a longer session for you. Whatever doesn't resonate with you, please filter it out. Detour your mind, detour your soul, detour your spirit. I'm blessing you right now to detour it all out if it doesn't resonate with you. This is truly for the ones that feel that if they love what they're doing, they have this divine path, purpose, and goal in mind, but they feel stuck. You got to question yourself, honey, that is it truly what my soul, my spiritual form is meant to do? Do I do it for money? Or do I do it for volunteer? Do I do it for donation? Or do I do it for free? There's a lot of these things that you have to look at, okay? So I don't know if any other shamans or healers out there have brushed up on this topic, but it's really important to me. I want to be real about it because it's really, really a problem to me. You can be so poor or so struggling and you want to quit your full-time job. You want to do whatever you can to do this spiritual duty, and you have a pure intention and you want to do it with all your might, right? But if you find yourself feeling incomplete because you do this and you're charging people for like a certain amount for a certain question or whatever, do you feel good about it? The ones that do and the ones that do, that's their path, you know? But I'm talking about the ones that don't feel good about it. This message is for you from Spirit. If you find yourself intertwined with wanting to do good, wanting to help the world, wanting to be a difference in the spiritual realm, wanting to do your spiritual duty for the others, but if you find yourself very lost, confused, and it's like you take one step forward and two steps back or something like that, you got to question yourself if this whatever you're doing is really for you. Okay. The reason why I say that is because a lot of my clients that come to me, they're so divine, and the word divine is my topic tonight. Spirit wants me to tell you, you got to be divine in yourself, your soul, and your spirit and mind. If you truly are not, it will hinder you from a lot of things that your divine self would want you to be. Yo te kone kon yai no na e yo nu wa so it's okay pace na e nu yo chi zu ko wa tu ni jona ka pasa o ma, you know? Yo pe oi tu ni lia su ko sa ko hat ya pe shorona pe pasa oi tu ni lia ma. Yo pe oi tu ni lia nu lu ho pia nu ke ya pe shuo po ya pa pe ma, you know? You go chu sa te no, it's a common sense thing like yo pe mo lo la li chu ji lo pa pe to kena e yo nu o ko pe lia so na pe yo chu sa tia nu po yo to pe ma. So yo konona, it's a big thing, okay? You gotta find who works for you, your mentor, your master, your leader, or whatever. it has to resonate with you, okay? So the ones that resonate with you and you say, you know what, I don't care. I can charge thousands of dollars for one healing, one whatever. And I've been there, I'm still whatever. But if you've done it all and it doesn't make you feel complete, I would suggest you're still breathing. You have the life and soul to continue and look for further. I had to search myself and so you auto nhiên đâu bán nên nó lo you to can you but feel right mà ya so you auto nên bán đâu and bán đâu tu thì you auto nhiên chờ you your so I had to weigh the pros and cons out, okay? So if I need to work on my spiritual path, I need to work on my physical form. If I need to work on my physical form, I need to make sure that my physical form can support what I'm going to do on my spiritual duty. Do not use your spiritual path to make money for your spiritual path. That's what my guides told me. If this does not resonate with you, do not do what I say, okay? But I'm just telling you that based on what I experienced is they want me to work on my physical form so I can work on my physical self, my spiritual self. If they said I cannot make money off my spiritual form, to work on my physical self. So there's a divine path on there too. So I wanted to bring that forth. So in this searching for a master and making your master understand and believe you and understand to help you, you gotta find someone that resonates with you. If your guides say to you, oh, Min China, con nói với ít chắc kế chắc trái có yếu chủ. 我可能了我一考了里注意八个都看的我日子就讲有就八个都看诶个有啊就我好留了个有落豆了我好留个有我里喏呢有个就扩好海里的就讲呢 I agree that's what they want you to do and so they will make a path for you why because 个就扩有一种人 lỡ rồi tới lúc là lý chú ý rồi ba có hư có tiết sơ có lúc này nè hạt tiết sơ có yếu nhiệt gì from nên ấy có chúng mua ý cho cái hậu lứ lò lỡ yếu ba chân cả lỡ thành có lúc này chỉ có muốn lên đó chỉ là ba có họ yếu có cho khoa chỉ cho ấy yếu lỡ tới lúc chú ý là ba có ở lên đó nè yếu lỡ hai cho có ở có lúc share thôi thứ có giải nhia giải đỡ giải út giải no from cái cho client á ấy cái cho client lỡ muốn nhia cho con á ấy có tili feel oh my god của nhóc chỉ rong li lỡ oh my god cha của yo tili bị mót tua li lỡ cha của feel good li lỡ cha của tili chỉ tổ ba li lỡ nó gọi cho quan nín chỉ nhẹ lỡ giờ lỡ cho cái chỉ cho đồng hồ của lú thanh nín sự lỡ của chỉ feel good li lỡ nó chỉ có chủ ask cái tụi self hạt tiệt oh lý nó của cho con này nè của cho con này nè lỡ chi nhẹ khó hạt tiệt của trái nhẹ lỡ chi nhẹ khó hạt tiệt của trái nhẹ from tụi này nó giờ nhận của bị mò là của bị mò ta hồ là của bị kỹ là của bị chỉ feel good là của chỉ hú là giờ có một khó feeling đó chỉ có giờ chủ tao có tập kinh hạt tiệt có cho con này nữa chỉ dùng lên đó nè nếu giờ chủ qua hạt tiệt có giờ chủ ba xe đó bao chỉ muốn nhẹ rồi chia your father, your whatever, con nè, okay? Nên đâu ya, nên đâu tụi nên là mua, nên đâu ya có sai thì của chị hai nè, okay? Thì chị của cho hai tia, yo, có cho con nên ôn lên đó con nè, hai tia, có sai cái con nhẹ, có mua khó, phanh mình hai tia, oh my gosh, cha của chị li feel li của chị của khen li nè, oh my gosh, cha của feel li của chị nhỏ rong li nè, oh my gosh, cha của yo feel li của yo kilo của yo cô chỉ feel good sao cô tự khen liền có chỉ feel hổ liền á chỉ có chỉ cho tao cho các tự khen tiền oh cô chỉ respect cô cho con nên lỡ chỉ cho nên lỡ chỉ cho khoa hạt tiền sao cô chạy nhẹ phục cô chắc cái ba nữa okay so that is very important okay họ giờ cái cho con nên nhớ cho thay về tiền cho chạy nhẹ ít bùa cho nên go chỉ đuôn cho ít phá phá nhẹ lỡ chạy có chạy thay có share the feel good nè even if you feel good for the first year or two or whatever นะเรา feel good นะเราก็อยากจะนี่ feel นะอยากจะคน your rising star shaman 哩นะกูให้นะฮัตยา your rising shaman 去 feel 哩去包哩啦我哩师傅海路啦我哩ก็จะกี่สารแต่ก็ตัวยัดเย็นเข่งนะก็ตัวยัดเย็นของนุ่นเต้นแล้วก็สาเดียวกูเนี่ยเรา去炒去ว่าชีเจ้าของกูตัวเสนอตะกูเลยหรือเสนอเลยเนาะตะกูเลยนะเจกูโยโอลินเนาะกูโยโอลินเนาะทุกคนนี้เนี่ยกูจะเกกูสาเทียเจโยโอลินเดอร์นะโอเค又個海ลินเดอร์ก็又สาลินเดอร์นะแต่是ยันเดมูนเดล้ออีลินทออลีเปลินทอโตลินทอก็อลีก็ฮัช feel good จะก็ตัวเข่งหัดเดียวโอ้อยากกูยกเข้าเจ้าเลยอยากกูป้าตัวนอนเราอยากกูเพชรชินเจเตลีกูย้อนเนี่ยย้อนเสียลีนอนเลยอยากกูชินเจเตลีก็อยากจุดน้องก็ตัวเข่งนั่นหัดเดียวหนึ่งก็ใจเนี่ยใจเจียเลยก็ใจเต้นเดือดท่าเลยก็เป็นหมวกเขาที่ก็ชงเชีย大西呢ก็ชงที่เชีย大西แต่西ก็หอมหมวกเขาหัดเดีย我讲的门的咯รู้ใจรู้ยง咯我讲ก็หอมหมวกเขาชีเด้อชีหูเขาก็รู้เชียนะยังก็หมวกเขาเดินนะเกี่ยวก็จะชุดสาจะก็ตัวขี้หัดเดียจะเล่นตื้อหายแล้วก็หัดเดียมันชายมีตู้เว้าตุนชายตุนย่าก็ใจลินเนาะแล้วเราชิวจาแต่ชิก็ยจุ่มลงกับตัวเข่งตัวเขาก็จะคนนี้อยู่ชิวยาตัวเข่งก็ your body will always tell you how you feel and your guides will always speak to you if you feel like that so based on my training กูจะหายตัวลินตัว based on กูจะ training จะเลิกเข่งกูลินเนาะหัดเดียyou know ก็จีนจะก็จุกเข่งลินเนาะตัวเลยนะจะกูเข่งลินเนาะตัวเนี่ยส่วนนี้จะสายจาแต่กูอลินเนาะกูเข่งลินเนาะชิหัดเดียกูสายลินเนาะกูจะหายันยาลีกูขัด training ใช่ไหมโอเค so ยันนี่แล้วเขาเนี่ยเขาอลินดาวนะจีชอบตัวนี้เชียร์ตัวนี้ตัวเก่งยันนี่จะ go through คอลเลสเซนเดอร์หรอ it's okay sometimes คอลเลสเซนเดอร์อยู่หรอกเฮียเนี่ยลำบลีเนี่ยเชียร์หรอมัวเนี่ยรู้เชียร์เธอก่อนเนี่ยอีทุนเนี่ยโรงลินเนี่ยตัวขวดสาเทียนะโอเค so ยันจงน่ะอยู่จะคอยอยู่ใจเนี่ยใจเจ้าแล้วจุสาลิกาแล้วจุอมมองเก่งตัวก็เราก็จะสาลิกาก็เขาเนี่ยก็จะตัวเชื่อตัวก็ตัวเข่งหัดเดียแล้วจุกาใจเนี่ยใจเจ้าเขาใจเนี่ยใจเจ้าแล้วก็จะตัวเชื่อตัวก็ตัวเข่งหัดเดียก็แล้วใจเนี่ยใจเจ้าเนาะย้อนแล้วก็จะคนนี้เราเข่งก็โอเค so we would have to always do that okay follow your body your signs from your heart okay all right the next one if one mentor doesn't work for you do not hinder yourself and keep seeking this is so important if you get to a point where you feel like you're stuck with a mentor with a master you have to know that you do not stop yourself you cannot hinder yourself you got to keep going on and finding what works for you if I did not do that I think I would have been stuck okay so do that be rebellious do what resonates with you I don't care if your whatever makes you feel like you have these guidelines that you have to follow your body I always say listen to your body will always tell you how it is okay and I want to tell you not all my episodes will resonate with every one of you I'm going to tell you this a lot of my episodes is based on trainings from spirits and with my experiences I am not like you are not like me whatever may resonate with me may not resonate with you so take what resonates with you to the heart and take what doesn't and filter it out okay every healer every master every shaman out there has their own purpose has their own saying has their own understanding and experiences we have to respect that because everyone comes from a different corner of the universe we do if there's no respect for everyone there's no room for growth okay all right so the saddest part of being what I am I wanted to touch base on that okay the saddest part of being what I am and when I say that is the saddest part about becoming a healer changing your mindset, changing your life, changing your lifestyle, changing the way you eat, changing the way you live, changing the way you where you go out. Do you go out to woods? Do you go out to lakes? Do you go out to eat beef? Do you go out and eat pork? Do you eat a duck? Do you eat a bear? You know, all that changes, honey. All that. So there's some of you that may feel like, oh my gosh, cha, cũng nói chuyện tao seafood li ne. Oh my gosh, cha, cũng nói cái thứ gì cũng多thế này. Okay, like I have students, they cannot eat meat. Okay, they cannot eat meat. They can only eat certain kind of meat. Okay, and then I have clients that cannot eat meat at all. They cannot eat meat at all. Okay, they can't even drink a certain beer, but they can drink another certain beer. So it's like, we gotta know that our guides, some like to drink and some don't. Some like to eat this and some don't. So we gotta merge with them, and when we merge with them, then our human self has to abide to that. Okay, so you know, so you can not chitong kai bo kai new kai tử or whatever now, okay? You got your chu bao got to king hat you got your chu wally no complete la lucia bleak got to king got your tao your zong got you some more mom again now, okay? All right, the greatest thing of being what I am, okay? I guess there's no greatest thing. The greatest thing about being what I am is I guess that you know, it's sad. I can't read my close circle, okay? But the greatest thing about being what I am is I guess that when I tune in, I want to let you know, I don't read the news on channel Fox 9 News and be like, oh, why did that happen? And I'm going to read it. No, I don't use my guides and my energy like that. And there's a big training on that when I was going through that. They asked me, Kylie, are you going to use us for every little thing that comes upon you? Are you gonna ask? And so I went through like 3-4 months of training on this. Okay, they said, Kylie, there's certain things that you can ask us for reading, and there's certain things you cannot ask. So this is the training. Okay, so I went like about, I think, 4 months, from like April to July. So what? April, May, June, July. That's 4 months. Okay, from April to July. Okay, so from April to July of whatever year it was, I don't even know. They said, we're gonna go through this training because you're gonna have to train yourself. Like, you cannot just always ask us like everything that comes to your mind. You are a human. So they said to me, you are a human, Kylie. So whether you have us as spirit guides, you are still at free will. So you cannot just watch Fox 9 News and be like, oh, blah, 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 blah. Do you know what this is? No. You cannot take advantage of us in that way. You only ask us a divine question and we will give you a simplified answer. Okay? That's it. Divine question and a simplified answer. Because why? It's not the greatest thing. It's not the greatest thing being a healer. It is not the greatest thing to have all this thing that you're going through. It is not the greatest thing because you lose so much. You lose so much that you have to rebuild, okay? It's not. You think you're gonna just ornaing and then you're gonna get your life all back together? You're not. You're gonna lose a lot of crap and you're gonna go through a lot of shit. And then you're gonna have to rebuild and be this whole new person that you're gonna be. Do you know what I'm saying? So along the training, they said, Kylie, you have to decipher, and this is the word that comes through again. You got to decipher through your thoughts, your life situations, which one is best for you to ask us for. You cannot ask for the lottery number. No, you're not. You cannot ask for the next promotion date. No, you're not. You're not going to ask for the what you should do for your job. No, you're not. You're going to ask for certain things like for example, anything that does not pertain to me. Okay? Like, is she going to be okay? Is he going to be okay? That's all you can ask. Divine questions and a simplified answer. That's it. If a friend comes up to me and be like, Kylie, I feel this and that. Is he going to pass away? All I'm open to see is yes or no. And I said, maybe not. And she says, how long? I said, maybe within a year you can live. That's all I can do. That's the only thing they want us to use them for. You think you're gonna have all this ability, senses and whatnot? It's not like that. I think you everything. It's not like that, okay? You only know what is meant for you, and you only know what aligns for you, and this, you lose more than what you get, okay? So you only know what is meant for you in your path to disclose to others. It's not for yourself. So if you think doing this is gonna be for yourself, then I guess you're in another realm. Okay? Alright? So, alright. How my life changed for the better when I accepted my gift. Okay. So there's a lot of clients, a lot of you guys, and a lot of people that knows me, okay? A lot of people that knows me that knows that you know that when I accepted my gift, like I was in a different world before, and I was really struggling. I didn't understand all this, and I was like, I'm not gonna do it. I don't understand it. I'm whatever. But since I accepted it in the end of 2017 to 2018, I'm not gonna lie, life gotten better. I love myself more. They given me a new direction. I don't have to work in the hospital dealing and seeing with dead people. They gave me new business ventures. They gave me new outlook on life. They gave me new people in my life that helps me. I met my husband. So it's like, I think that when you accept, you truly come to your true universe plan, not the plan that you plan. So everybody has a plan, right? Like you have a plan for your cái cái king now, okay? Có plan that,จะกูชวนเองหรอแล้วนู่นกูเชื่อตัวกูจะซีเจกูมาอยู่อ่ะ or จะกูชวนเองเจกูเชื่อตัวกูตัวป้ากูตัวเชกูมาอยู่อ่ะกูมาว่า no honey, if they have a timing for you and it's meant for you in a different way, they're gonna make you do it. They're gonna make you do it in the divine time that they have you do it, okay? All right, so life is better. I'm not gonna lie to you. Life is better when you accept. Okay, so you become more clear of yourself, okay? All right, so how universe puts people into your life to accomplish your goals. Very true. A lot of you come to me, Kylie, I have no one. How am I gonna do this? My husband doesn't understand me. My wife doesn't understand me. How am I going to do this? Trust in the process. The universe will always put people into your life. And I'm going to say this for the single mamas and single daddies, or whatever you are that are single. You do not have to wait for that spouse if you truly, divinely work on yourself. Divine self. As in like working, repairing your soul and your mind and your spirit. If you do that, they will bring people in front of you. It's a process you have to understand and have faith in. It truly is. Okay? If you don't, believe in what you don't see, and today may seem hopeless, tomorrow is what the universe plans for you. Very true. Today you might be like, oh my God, you're following all these people. You're following all this master, this mentor, whatnot. You may not see what works for you. You may see that like she works great for you. He talks your language. Your mama starts to understand you. Your daddy doesn't, but it's okay. Stuff like that. You have to believe in what you don't see. If it doesn't work for you, you got to go elsewhere. You do not waste time and be like, oh, this will work. This will work. We don't have time. We're humans. We're on a time clock. So move along, and if today seems hopeless, just know that the universe has something planned for you. If you're working towards it, whether it's 6 to 18 months, 18 to 24 months, as long as you're working towards it, they will still push you. ก็จะคนนี้อยู่บ้านก็เธอก็รู้ด่ารู้จอก็ get to ก็รู้หอบเพี้ยน okay? อยู่ก็ย่อตัวก็จี K 了ก็จี work towards ก็รู้หอบเพี้ยนนะจะเลยจีบ้านก็เที่ยว okay? All right? So the ones you lose will come to senses if you work on yourself. This is very important. The ones you lose will come to their senses if you lose yourself. Lots of healers, shamans, mediums, or whatnot. You all know, and we all know. Whatever we do doesn't make sense to everyone else. Okay? 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 So, no. Lỡ chỉ bọn the bay to king, lỡ chỉ bọn the bay lu học pia, lỡ chỉ bọn the bay to king hạt địa, bay bỏ chi, nó chi, bỏ chi. But everything will align once we get ourselves intact. Once we get ourselves intact and understand that bay lu the king, bay ho bay lu xiana, bay sa khao rong te na, bay sa khao rong te that bay your lu neng, bay your ban neng, bay your turn neng, bay your choku, shai xuan neng, you know, ya bay all na bay lu xiana, gucci sa na hat ya neng tu hong te na ya sa dia, gu ya sha lu na gu ya on neng po chuan. We all le ko lo ni po chuan ko shi lo, you gucci sa chen na ka na, gu sa hat ya neng no na. So you have it to need your shame that you na like you vì có you to need your shame in any way là na có you mua share the bao có you mua share blong share họ có lúc tụ khen hạt tiền nu nào cũng share là cũng ba cái thôi thế này cũng mua khẩu nào là cũng ba này cũng xí tê mua na cũng mua này cũng share mua na cũng mua này cũng tu mua na cũng chơi là tụ khen na. That's what I think and that's what I believe about everyone, every healer. Okay? You nè sa de you nè show la you nè what it nè pay li na you chịu wanna, okay? You yin what to nè your sheng li you bao na, okay? All right? So, moving on. Do not have bitter feelings for the ones that give up on you. You live freely this way to find yourself through filters. It's very true. You know, it's so funny. You do lose people along the way with the filters, okay, hon? But the people that you don't have bitter feelings for and you forgive them while they have not forgiven themselves for leaving you because you are now weird and crazy and doing this and I'm helping people I don't even know or people that I don't even know come to my house and stuff. Well, you know what I mean? It's not normal to people, okay? So if they're known for you to just help them, be around them, and do what they do, you're gonna lose people because your differences and your guidelines and your thought process and your goals are different now. But you live freely if you forgive them. And then when you find yourself they're gonna find themselves through these filters. The filters that I'm talking about is you're meant for Kalunina, laying your lock the cat of Kalunina, okay? So come on a little law loon the day, your corner to everything. You're meant for Kalunina, it's gonna come back to your life and you're gonna come back to Kalun life like talk a lu, top ga, let the king be here. Let you give up on God, your truth, or lu shed about lu low, and tell low had the low, the guy you do your lu you na. They only you wait to no. It's okay. So unknown like this. Do you think you want to be alone? Love the ones that come back and love you. Love the ones that come back and does not give up on you. Because don't be like, you know what? You're gone and I'm gonna leave you out because okay? Alright, moving on. Alright. The scariest thing for me about this path. Okay, the scariest thing for me about this path, I guess, is talking to dead people. So that is the hardest thing. It was the hardest thing for me, is talking to people that are not here anymore. And the friends that have been there for me, that I have just totally given up on myself and be like, okay, take my debit card, take everything you have of me, my friend. I'm gonna go and deal with these dead people. I'm not gonna come back anymore. You, the friends that have been there for me, that went through that for me, went with that for me, and went through that with me. You know what I'm talking about. I gave my bank account numbers, my routing numbers, my life insurance, my debit cards, everything for you to get because I'm like, okay, I don't know what's going on anymore, but these dead people wanted me to help them, so I'm just gonna have to help them. That was the hardest thing, and the hardest thing about this journey is when I have to decipher between helping my kids in the reality or helping give these messages to the dead, to the living, and whatever they wanted me to do, I'm gonna do it because they're so consumed in me. That was one of the hardest things for me as what I'm going through, you know. So I think that was the scariest thing, is that I felt like I had to give up my life to help them. That and it was the scariest part even to this day, to think that I made my friends go through that with me. Thatกูมกตั้งทอกูรู้เน่งชอบตั้งทอทะเลยก็เลยป้าลูกกูจะมีอยู่ที่เลยป้าลูกกู whatever the information I knew about myself and said take it all, and กูยังมูป้าจนเนี่ยนี่ไงมูแล้วนะไอ้ก็เลยชอบ bother กูลินอนะไอ้ก็กูตัวนิ่งไอ้กูใช่นิ่งอ่ะ you know. That was the hardest thing because I didn't know how to divide life and death at that time, you know. All right, so that was the hardest thing, scariest thing. Okay, how do souls connect with me? Okay, how do souls connect with me? So this is how it goes, okay? Whenever I'm doing a live or a reading or whatnot, okay? Whenever I'm doing a live or a reading or whatnot, you can decipher through Google Live at the my life circle. When one thing the girl to king, one thing your poker had the girl go live or not, when a session holy na, your one thing, okay, so then they work with my energy circle. So it's like they're working for me already. I mean, your spirit guys, they're already working for me. Like, okay, so I'm like already 停了 had the who no no okay ไปย่อเลยเนาะไปย่อเลยเนาะไปย่อใช้ยาเลยเนาะเนาะถมวันนี้นะเจ้ากูจะคนนึง the ones that specifically deal with the spirit guides, they always be like, you know what, okay เลยเนาะblack เลยเนาะ black เลยเนาะ okay ย่อ come through ใน online เนาะ okay. So have you ever heard of like piggyback readings? Some souls, when they do not have enough vibration, energy to come give a message to the living, because or like whatever, nah? or like low tunchu vibration on the other side. I don't know how to explain it. So it's like look to vibration on the spiritual realm, nichi heighten. If it's not heightened, so they need to piggyback. It's like the other soul a new now, okay? The other soul a new if they get along. The other soul a new na hatia ku e ko mokalu energy doku e umusa so to ya genga, okay? So then like that's how my guides like tell me hatia. Do not piggyback each other up. So the piggyback and Mika is piggyback, right? The she lo had to go to Kalion, do not be who whatever. Do not get new vibration. Don't get to no lona. Get new your piggyback, do not your eight to no. Do not your eight to nine to Molina, your eight to Momoa, to Momona, your eight to Johnson, okay, whatever. If they surround themselves around an energy field circle around me, okay, sometimes I don't tell you guys that when I read, but if it's like that, then it's like, line in there, not to call it to soul to buy it to soul, okay, it to soul in your commotion, no who look energy chua, like bill, not beyond. So then, like, on and on it or the she it's a new more care so long it to no look at kino so life no more energy na bia it to no ya mong li chi bao the she more bao mong lo more energy lo chai mong li kho yin go cheng ni no yin go she each other yin go she like a orb. Okay, so that's how my souls connect with me. It's like she ate each other. A lot of times souls she ate each other where you need like sometimes because I always ask them like top she Pauline that you go 不sai theo不sai ku understand theo bu sai ku bỏ ku lúc ai ku understand là nhỏ ja ku theo bố describe cho nên cho nhỏ ja chính nào right. So yeah, itu ni the law na je ku sometimes it's constant, okay? Ku hai ke itu na ta je ku nyu hua hai kho ta se je ku hai ke to. Ha i cho na yan le chi piggyback ni na je ku chu to men chi le lo ta je ku ma tia. Ji ku ma hu na ku ma hu tia lên từ ta lo lên từ online la lo ta lo, okay? So then it's they know, spiritual realm knows when healers have a higher vibration. We're like a light. Basically, it'll think magnet at night cho nên dùng là nhân châu nè, okay? Chỉ biết chúng biết cho pointing biết cho spirit guys là thấy biết gì. Basically, it'll have magnet lo li nó chỉ cho nên là dùng là châu at night nè, okay? So that's why I always try to dim my clients' lights if they're not ready or whatever, because y'all knew you guys only đỡ chỉ có only ít tiếng energy chi hay cho dùng cho nên mình dùng lần chỗ có ảnh này nữa, okay? So y'all you chỉ mua you cho thân nọ thân chữ thân nén khó là ba you chỉ you only ít tiếng bung nên là chỉ cho cô là sai tàu cho nên chữ là sai tàu cho whatever là sai tàu chỉ là lâu phải ôi nhỏ chỉ dùng okay? So anyway, moving on. That's how they connect with me, is through piggybacks. Okay, so they line up, they know, and we call. Okay, all right. Wow. All right. I think I'm gonna leave it here. I don't know. I have so much more to do. I don't know if this is too much for you guys, but I don't know if you guys like a lot of information, or I don't know if you guys know like pieces by pieces. I guess I'll continue with this one. How do I choose souls to connect with me? I always mostly choose souls that have been recently passed on versus the ones that I have to pull from 15, 20 years ago. Because everybody goes through a reincarnation world. A reincarnation world. So là muốn đến đây là chỉ là từ số nhỏ lên nó là số mà nhỏ lên số á thì lúc body do can go na it takes more of my energy to go and dig deep into the condo and pull it back hatia ko sali cha ko nyoli cha ko you know sak cho ku sha sholi cha. It's a harder pulling procedure of energy, okay? All right. Every healer has its own purpose. You cannot blame them for their ways. Every one of you guys. You may have the similar symptoms. You may be clairaudience. You may have neck pain. You may have back pain. You may be like so whatever. But every one of us has our own purpose. You cannot blame me, you, them for their ways of how they rise. Why? They will come to their senses if it doesn't work for them. But you gotta let people have their own free will. Okay? And to me, this is a really, and I'm going to end it on this topic. You have to respect and love your master. To me, I think I love my masters as my mom and dad. Why? Yo chỉ mua you tu chờ sinh tờ you tu keng you muốn chia cái ba cái thân cả cái bọc cái nè tờ you tu sư phụ nè. Yo you chỉ lu you tu sư phụ ta li ít lên gì nè. Why would you pay them to help you? You chỉ mua lu hope that the love had the whatever they're doing the back of the king so don't pay like you in the divine light seek for help purely, and it's up to the sifu that they're helping you and their divine. Everything is recorded. Everything has its own recording of segment. You may not see it, I may not see it, but we all should know it. So to succeed and find yourself better is give your heart and soul with no doubt. Love your master and your sifu, your mentor, with all you can, because you'll teach you something and you should resonate with. You have the choice to move along. But do le pa to ko le cho to ít cho le cho chi ta cho tan cho là lu là tu keng na lu ko tu keng tan cho le tiền le pa to ko lên đó na. Okay? So I'm gonna end it really right there. it's really important. We have to respect and love the people that this journey has brought to help us to stay in our divine self. Not everybody will understand. You gotta look deeper than this. It's not like, oh my god, ability, it's deeper than that, okay, hon? It's deeper than that. More you lucia you the king sa cho ko ya pe sure. Hatia Joning put out on your life now. If you're willing to change your situation or whatnot, do it. If you're willing to do it and lose it, do it. Whatever you need to do, if you're willing to accept, come together. Do Charlie sana, okay? So thank you to all my friends, importantly my family that has supported me through this divine time. Của cho phong yêu, của cho strangers, yo nê chỉ mua của cho nhà la, của cho mika, của cho kedu, của cho whatever, chỉ của những chi chạy này nè. Thì nhiều chỉ mua của cho friends that bác đồng đồ đó của thầu của chị tao mất gì, lo của những chi chạy này thế nào. So cho tu share cho you the king, yo you cho cái cho nên cho yai nó nữa cho you lo hạt địa. Oh, do not know what you say. If the ones that love you, love God hạt địa. Có những yo ít tu nên choose saying, okay? Có những yo tu nên choose saying là bác có tiệt địa. Cho nên tao luôn đó sẽ là có những khi tao nửa lúc học pia có nửa là bác có tu king. Có yo chụp mua khởi cái hạt địa. I'm gonna initiate the love, the help, the need, and the everything I need to do it. Chỉ có cho con ấy như merge cho con nào, okay? So tu share. When you can only do so much. Believe with your heart and more cho cái dòng sáng that you can thiết cho nên luôn tu lúc tên nào học ba more turn to you nữa, okay? So Talina Su, I hope you guys have a great night. Thank you so much for joining. Give me any suggestions you guys want, and I hope to see you guys this Saturday. Thank you.